Hello and welcome to this episode of Tomb of Annihilation. My name is John Godebed and I'm the GM for this campaign. With the wardrobes dealt with, the group take a short rest before charging forward to the next set of danger.
John, do you remember when I got temporary hit points?
I do not.
Can I get rid of them?
You can indeed.
That's part of consideration. Hell yeah.
15.
And let's chill this music down a little bit.
Yeah.
We can go back to this.
This is the most epic short rest we ever took.
Really resting.
Sarah! It dies.
Oh god, I'm so fucking rested, dude!
Technically, you're also now level 9, but we'll work that out.
Can all the stuff apply now?
No, because there's a lot of choices to pick for people.
No, because John doesn't want to stop the game.
Fine.
Because it would basically be new spells for Seraphine, a new cantrip for Romad, new spells for Romad, a new spell level for Romad, a new invocation for Romad.
Okay, I get it.
It's
literally nothing for touring. Literally, I just get a few more spell slots, and yeah, that's about it.
I'm all good.
Romad has a lot of new things to pick up.
Alright.
I do.
Well, now that we have rested,
You're technically now level 9.
that's cool.
Can I say, is there anything else which resets when it comes down to mine for a short rest?
Spell slots
Spell slots,
might
is
not
that
be
it?
on there. All of your spell slots.
I'm pretty sure. Nothing else.
That's because I've got nothing on the roll 20.
Key points would as well.
Key points in the... Okay, so spell slots we got back up.
I didn't
Okay.
use any channel ability, I didn't use my breath weapon, and my spell slots don't
Oh,
generate
how
on
many
a
spell
short
slots
rest.
do I have, by the way?
You as a level...
One warlock.
I think it's like 3 level 1?
No, it's less than that.
2 level 1?
I think it's 2 level 1.
I'll get the book, hold on.
I'm looking.
I've got the book out now.
In the meantime, I'll just get the key points back up.
Sorcerers, warlocks. Level 1 has 1.
One spell slot.
One spell slot. Okay.
There we are.
There we go then.
But you get another one now if you decide to take second level of Warlock.
I have a
When
great
we
debate
level.
to make, which is either do I try and make it that my warlock spells actually are more difficult by boosting my charisma through the monk, or do I try and level up the warlock side of things?
We'll find that out between sessions when you level up. But now, unless anybody wants to have a discussion...
People in the comments, tell us now, what should I do?
Well, if you do level up warlock, you also get your invocations at level 2.
Hmm.
So you get some
Intriguing.
snazzy shit.
Anyway, back to running down the rock corridor.
Would you guys like to have any conversations during that short rest?
What the fuck was these wardrobes?
I don't know, but I don't like it, and I kind of just want to leave this room as soon as possible.
Yeah, they're just going to be looking at the stuff of striking and thinking, should I dare?
We don't know anything about this, so it's your choice.
It's your choice.
Just sort of staring at it. Well, I suppose that no one's been cursed by it, and I don't think anyone's going to be using it as long as I hold on to it.
Oh,
Should be fine.
I'm gonna ask Torin if he ever saw all the creatures that came through, because I didn't. I never encountered them before, except the one that we massacred and butchered.
well, was Torin? Torin wasn't at the wedding, was he?
Torin wasn't at the wedding, and I don't think Theodas was. It was Fenthwick, it was Romad, and it was Seraphine.
Ding ding ding.
No, it was Crib that was there,
Kriv was there,
which is why I remember.
which is why you remember it, but Theodas doesn't.
I remember it.
Romad and Seraphine would have encountered the Bone Devil before.
I mean, these two are beyond me. I've never seen anything like them. I mean, the zombies are zombies.
But the bigger, stronger ones were really weird.
Yeah. Not sure where they'd come from. It looked like some horrible place.
As well as the spiders that came from a place that literally caught on fire when Theodos shot at it.
Yep. Sorry about that, Dragon Bait.
Smell of... I can't really remember what you would smell of at this point.
What's the fuck you smell?
Smell of absolute shit.
Smell of baked bread.
What is baked bread again?
No fucking clue.
Like, this is the first time we've encountered baked bread. I remember being
bread,
told
anger.
what it meant last.
Oh, he's angry at me.
So
I
if you
didn't-
walk-
I didn't know it would cause on fire. As did as I don't know.
So if you wander over to Dragonbait, did you want to talk about your feelings? Like, properly talk about them?
Shakes his
Is that
head.
king- Okay.
But, I mean, the ones that came from this door seem to take more damage from my attacks, so I guess there was some degree of fiends. Judging from where that one came from, it must be some sort of devil or demon, and those are wisps.
Funny how something with such a nice name could be so bad.
Sean, make me... Actually, anybody who wants to, make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Arcana check.
Arcana check. Okay, no, I'll do that again at normal, because I don't like having it in...
11.
12.
Probably don't know.
Theodas,
Yes.
once I find the page, from the books you've read and the things you know, you would know that I didn't. This wardrobe the Will-O-Wisps came out of.
Yes.
The cemetery that was in there, it looked like descriptions of the Shadowfell.
I should convey the information.
What's so fascinating about the Shadowfell?
The Shadowfell is a alternate dimension, another plane of existence that some scholars believe certain dead spirits go to, particularly the souls of elves will pass through the Shadowfell on the way to their final judgment, whether that's going up or down. They sort of pass through this plane on the way. Some get stuck there. It's sort of a purgatory. There is a tower there for the Raven Queen.
Wait a minute, that's the person you guys encountered in your dream thing. Am I correct?
That is the person that they encountered in the dream. Other than that, this wardrobe, the landscape reminded you of some descriptions of the 9 hells.
That seems self-explanatory.
Pretty pretty straightforward, that one, really. The other wardrobes, you don't recognize the planes that they connect to, but you can surmise from what you know of the two wardrobes that all 5 of them connect in some way to an alternate reality or a different plane of existence. Somewhere else in the multiverse.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yes.
I believe Warrington would be very, very upset about all this.
It is the sort of thing that Warrington would like to know about, if there was any way that you could reach him.
Oh well, live and learn. I guess I'll never know.
Makes mental note, needs to tell the hippo guy.
Mental note, if I ever run into that hippo man again...
I shall tell him about the fucking room of the 5 wardrobes.
Alright, shall we move along?
I suppose.
Raiden
Yes.
is taking that as a yes. Let us go.
It is a corridor.
Congratulations.
Jeez, roll 20. Slow.
The map just jumped. Done. Okay, my chance again.
Riordan, stop moving. Riordan, back up to the bottom of the stairs, please.
Okay. There or the one above?
There.
I have passive perception 15.
Um,
Does that help?
Happy requires investigation. after
Theodas... Romad. Bear with me a second, guys, up in the tunnel. Romad, what is your passive perception?
10.
Theodas,
Yes.
you notice... And there is an apple on the ground.
I just stopped dead in my steps, turned to Romad. Wasn't that the apple you just crushed?
I look at it.
It was the apple
Yeah.
you just crushed.
Yeah. What do you mean? Did you just crush it again?
It came back, is what I mean.
It has just appeared on the ground again.
I'm not liking this. I'm
Burn
afraid
it.
of my... So where...
I want to burn it.
By the way, do I still have that staff that I took from Rodan?
Did you take the staff off?
I think I did. I took the staff off him last session.
Well, you touched it to remove the curse from him, but
I swear I've taken it off him.
Riordan, would you have told them that it was the staff that was cursed?
I would have. There's no sense in lying.
And I would have taken
So
it off. and
Romad
I-
would have
well,
at least attempted to take it from you. Would you have stopped them?
I would have tried to, certainly. I'm trying to
I
protect
would-
them from it.
I would try to strength take it off him.
Can you make me opposed
Dexterous.
strength checks?
For the sake of going in for the attempt, can I try and be dexterous and get away from the attempt in the first place?
Yes. Roll me a dexterity check.
If it's higher than a 7, I think you're good.
yes, it is.
You
I'm
just
not,
you
but-
just dodge it out of the way.
You don't understand. I'm trying to protect you with this.
Do you understand? I'm trying to protect you from this. You have no idea what this staff could do to you, and it's getting making me worse.
I have no idea what it'll do to you, and I would prefer for it to make me worse than you.
What I would have done is thrown it out of the way so you wouldn't touch it and no one else would touch it.
But then someone else would. Someone
No one's
far
not gonna
further
be
down the
here.
line. I'd much rather make sure that no one can ever touch this again, and if that means I have to carry this burden, I will.
You will not take this burden. What have we all told you, Riordan? We are trying to protect you at the same time as well, and you're bringing this on to us as well.
I will not accept its power this time.
I don't believe in you. You are not trusting us any longer, and this is making me and the rest of the team upset about this.
Because you
Why
cannot
can't you
accept me for
trust
who I
stuff?
am.
I try to accept you. You are not letting us in. You are pushing us away.
Because you keep trying to change me, all of you. You tell me
I
not
made
to
a-
do what I do.
Jordan, listen to me. Me, you, and Theodas, you've made a promise to me and Theodas, and possibly many others in this group, that we will get out of here alive.
And
With
I
that,
intend to make sure that you
you're
do get out of
breaking
here
that
alive.
promise. Jordan, listen to me. You're breaking that promise by taking certain things and getting yourself at risk. If you
Can't you
die, we cannot bring you back. We'll have to leave your body in this tomb.
This is my purpose. I figured it out.
It is not your
Finally, it makes
purpose.
sense.
It does not make sense, Ryodan. This is killing you inside. This is destroying you inside. And we are upset by this. We are worried for you.
I
Do you not understand
am.
where we're coming from? Do you understand what is happening here? This tomb,
Yes.
this whole place is causing you in destruction. You need to listen to us.
My
You
whole life
must
has
not.
been good. You don't say this to you. You don't understand. I have
I
been
do
cursed from the
understand.
moment that I was born. I am a being of destruction. I am.
You are not, Ryodan. You're not cursed.
am.
Whatever happened in there, it's not your fault. And better yet, you're not in at fault. Nothing here. You told me that was not my fault when I killed my sister.
It wasn't.
You made me that feel way, and I'm telling you the same thing. It's not your fault for what you become. It's not your fault for what has
It
happened.
might not be my fault, but I am still what I am.
You are still what you are, and that's absolutely fine. And we're upset, but you need to listen
But
to
you
us.
don't. Those ones over there, they don't. They tell me not to rush in, but to rush in is what I am.
You can't
Be like
rush in
telling
all
a
the time.
tiger not to bite or to claw.
Listen to us. You can't keep running away.
This is
But
the
what
only thing I
happens-
can do to help you.
You can't. This is not helping us. This is actually making it worse. You need to stay with us. You need to learn your surrounding. If you keep moving forward like this without us, you are in great danger, and you are making us become in great danger when we get to you.
I
You
am
need
trying to
to
make
stay
sure that the
with us.
pathway is clear.
You
It's
can't
the
do
only thing
that.
I can do for you.
You're not the full tank.
I'm not the tank at all. The problem is that you are. If we lose the tank is more important than me.
I'm
the
weaker.
fodder.
Ryodan, I'm more weaker than you. Seraphine and Renala are more chances of being protected. So are you. So is everyone's group. Everyone's equal to be protected. You have no idea how much this is causing so much problems. You need to stay with us. You need to learn that this is not like the open world. This is full of magic. We cannot leave here unless the situation is done, and we need all the help we can get till we get to the final stage. And
If
I
you
want
ask
to
me
make sure
not-
that you get out of here alive and you be with your lover. And I want to be going out knowing that I can see my family and knowing that my sister has forgiven me and I can be welcomed back to my family. And so is Theodas, and so is Renala, so is Seraphine, Torin, Philip. We all need to come back alive, and you need to trust us. You need to stay with us.
I don't. I need to make sure that you suffice so that you can go and do those things. You don't seem to understand. I don't have anything to go back to. I have empty dreams and promises and chances, but I would just ruin it for them as well.
Then you need to get the F up and grow up. I just do
I
not
need to
like.
make sure that you survive. I can do that.
If you want to help
Let
us
me do
survive,
what I
you
can
stay.
do.
Ryodan, I swear to God, if you do not listen to me, I will stick you onto this floor and you stay there. You listen to me right now, and I'm making sure you listen to me. Follow my order. You stay with us.
Can't you feel? Just close
Don't
your
you?
eyes and feel the racing river within. And feel the speed that flows down into your feet and run. And run. And run is what I do.
I stand and fight.
Exactly. And I flow.
Yes, it's
You
like
might
my
have the strength of the river, but I have its speed. Let me use that. Let me benefit you, please.
Riordan,
Do
I'm
it.
giving you one last chance. And if you break this, I'm leaving you to die. I'm not leaving anyone behind. But if you ruin this for me, Riordan, I am trying my best. I am making sure that all of us are alive. But if you run in one more time, I am leaving. And I made this promise. I tried to keep this, but you need to listen
Seraphine
to us.
raises a hand.
And then at the next thing that Roma just said, she raises both hands and starts waving them around, just like, okay, okay, okay. Let's all just stop right now and just take a deep breath, okay?
Just gonna do a
Healing.
thing.
Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. See, I've noticed something. When I joined you guys initially, it seemed like you guys were pretty. You guys seemed to like have your shit together. You seemed like pretty tight knit. You seemed like you all had a common goal in mind. But now it seems like you all have separate goals in mind. That's perfectly fine. You can have your goals. You can do what you want. However, we're all in here now. We're all stuck in here now. We're all surrounded by these bullshit traps and bullshit enemies, and the tomb is literally out to kill us all. So, we may have difference of opinion on several things, be it kobolds or fighting dagger or whatever, but we need to put those all aside and just do what we came here to do originally and just stop this death curse and get out of here alive. And I mean all of us get out of here alive. I am talking about Reardon, I am talking about Torin, and Romad, and Renala, and Thetis, and Belief, and Dragonbait, and me. And Tammy.
Poor
Yeah,
Tammy.
Tammy.
We should like actually teleport her back to the main area.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Wait, did you say no? Theodas.
We never know if we might need to, reuse the panel.
This is very
You
true.
have a point.
Although it was said that she could go on the little gaps, if I remember.
Yeah,
But
she can fly
This
through
is
the
also
gaps.
She can teleport.
So
back
yeah,
as
she
well.
can teleport back if you want.
But anyways,
Yeah.
so Seraphine will make her way through and go down the stairs to where Reardon is now sit on the floor, and she will sit on the floor and join him, and she will say, Reardon,
You just see Reardon just rubbing his hands, staring.
I cannot begin to imagine what is going on with
I'm
inside
just
your
gonna
head.
pause that for a second. This
Okay.
is happening here.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
happening here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well then. Anyways,
Just a little change.
sure thing. Anyways, I cannot begin to imagine what is going on inside your head, be it with seeing the ghost, having Gorley and Safe now being a complete part of you, you guys all being one, and whatever else may be going on inside your head. But I know that when you first joined the group, I made a promise that I would travel with you guys and that I would want to protect all you. And now that we're in this tomb, I want us all to survive. Your destiny, or what you think may be your destiny, is that you're just saving us. But I believe that there's more to you than your mind is letting you think. I think you could do amazing things. Hell, you're doing amazing things right now. But I'd hate for you to just lose all your potential in this stupid godforsaken tomb. And don't get me wrong, I am grateful that you want to protect us. And I don't want you to change who you are, but I also don't want you to get hurt. So, I'm not asking you to change entirely, but if you would be willing to, I'd like you to make some adjustments to your tactic. If you want to be the first one to run in, go ahead, be the first one to run in. But make sure at least one of us is always with you, so you're not alone. And at least the rest of us are within eyesight of you. If you want to be the one to open a door to let out a potential, really big, go ahead, do that. But do it from the side to make sure that you don't get hit head on. You can...
I can't put you at risk. You're all far too important to put at risk. I'm destined to be cursed. It's what I do. It's what I am.
But who asked you to be destined to be cursed? Who in the world has told you to be destined to be
I
cursed?
never ask for any destiny. No one tells you.
Then no one told you that you're destined to be cursed.
I was cursed from the beginning. And this way
You
I can
weren't.
stop you from being cursed yourselves.
Riordan, you weren't cursed at the beginning. We aren't all cursed from the beginning. You choose to make this path for yourself because you believe that's what it is. No one else has told you about this. You need to change the way how you think. You've made us want to be positive. You've given us ideas and everything. You've promised me that when we come out, we will go to our lovers. And you basically just thrown it all away. It makes me feel you've just...
You just
lied
hear
to me.
Theodas from the back of the corridor, fuck destiny.
I hear you, boy.
concur with that statement.
You need to realize that these promises you made to us, these connections to us, you're just throwing it all away because you want to help us. You're not helping us. You're making us lose faith in you. We need to make you believe that you are part of us. I'm just trying to make sure that you're alright like everyone else. But you need to realize that this is not the path to go. You are more potential, more stronger than you think, Riordan. And you are not destined to be cursed. Heck, if I'm destined to be a murderer in my life, I wouldn't even be here if I chosen to be this kind of path. I wouldn't even be here.
That's because you have a different destiny. You're a hero.
I'm not a hero. What I've done in the past is way pathetic than I thought. My past has corrupted me in many ways, but I stopped. When I came here, I knew I had a path to go for. I changed my ways, and so should you. You came here to protect, and that's what you want. You cannot go like this. Why are you laughing? Because this is really, really awkward.
I think he's laughing, I think he's crying, I can't tell.
You know, have you ever stared at your wrist, felt the flow, found the points, the pressures, and then convinced yourself to pull them away? There has to be something better. And now I can be something better. Did I make the right choice back then?
You made that choice back then. You were more stronger than you were back then. Now here, you've just become something we can't understand or can't catch up on. You need to
Something-
realize what you were before.
There's something I haven't told you. Something I didn't want to tell you.
What is it?
Grocer died.
What? So you just lied to me?
I had to keep your faith. I had to keep your faith. You had to fight for something.
You've been lying to all of us then. What else have you lied about today?
It's just that one. I just want to hold on to.
Have you lied to me about my sister?
No. May my life be struck down if I said that. Not that that means anything. I've seen your sister. She's taught to me. And everything I have ever about that is true. I have to atone for my sin. I have to make up for it. I have to make up for it.
How did
You
you die?
believed in me. This is the only way I can do this. It's the only way I can make up.
Nobody needs to be perfect. Nobody among us is a hero. We're people.
That is what you stand for that makes the difference. Whether you like it or not, you are heroes.
I'm not.
Look at what you're doing here. This isn't just...
Killing my
Man.
sister was no heroic act. Hold on. Killing all these people I had in a war was no hero act.
It's
Being
redemption.
enslaved in the Fae was no heroic act. Becoming insane was no heroic act.
But then what's the point? Why should we carry on then? I need...
I stand for getting back home. If I had a choice, I wouldn't be here. I'm doing this because I gave my word, not by altruism.
But altruism will follow you anyway. You will be a hero. You will be known. You will forever be known. Whether you realize it or not, your stories will be told. You will inspire the next. The world will
Why can't
continue.
that be the same for you?
It could be the same for you. But you choose to push it away. What's holding you back? You are not destined to because no one has told you to be that you are destined to because. You are so much more than that, Riordan.
It just feels like it's the only way I can help you. If I wasn't here, it wouldn't make a lick of difference. I know that for a fact. Whereas this way, at least I can. I can run ahead. I can spot the traps. I can try and keep you safe. Get you to where you need to go.
But you need to stay with us at the same time. We can't lose you like this.
What would you have me do?
Listen to what Seraphine just said. You need to get up, pick yourself up, wipe those goddamn tears, and listen to us. Listen to what we have to say. Remember, this is not anywhere we have dealt with, not even from the outside world. We're in a place where we cannot, it's unpredictable. What lies ahead, we have none sure of it, and we all need to take care of each other together. Not leaves, and we all follow, and get us all in trouble. We need to be careful. We need to watch out for any place.
In a place like this, we need all the help we can get.
Exactly.
And we're not leaving anyone behind.
If you
Not
go,
even you.
if you go without any notice, we will have trouble finding you. Meaning that you will get in more trouble. If you're dead, we cannot revive, and we will have trouble in the future in this godforsaken tomb that one by one we die.
Time.
And what is the other thing?
Time. But we wait and we think and we walk and we slow and we check and we run on. Time is against us. I know what you're saying.
Unfortunately,
I understand what you're saying. I do.
we could get killed because we're chasing after you.
That's why
You
I
saw
try to
what
make sure that
happened
the
around
paths
this
are
place.
clear.
But it's still the same.
You
You
think
just-
it'd be any different? I can see the danger.
It'll be huge difference. Just listen to what Seraphina said. She said that you can go, but you must be in eyesight of us. We need to know where you're going, and that no. Because if you're gone completely, we have no idea where you went, and then you might have been dead.
But you would be able to carry on.
No.
I left you notes. I left you markers.
But then again, if you die straight away, what happened to the other traps we face in the future? What if we go to another room? Be dead by then. And we will never leave this place.
At least you would have been able to make it to the next room.
We won't. Because after you die, we could easily be dead by the next room. Because you're not there. If you want to help us, if you want to find these traps, yes, you can. But you need to be in the same site, the same place we are. You can't keep running off like this. We keep saying you time and time again, Riordan. And I'm losing my patience with you. We all are. You just need to listen to us.
It all stands on the question of, do you trust us enough to let us in on your plans? Do you trust us enough to work with us as a team? Like we always did before we got in this horrible place.
Before we got into this place, I would run ahead anyway. I would check the situation. I would try and scout out and see what needs to be seen. It's what I did. And you talk about trust, you don't trust me at all.
But you would
You had
tell us
Dragon
what
Blade
you were
looking after
doing.
me.
You don't do that anymore. You just go off. And we hear nothing from you. This is the reason why we can't trust you, because even though you don't trust us, you don't tell us anything. You just leave.
And then when we do find you, like we found you, or you run off again, saying we were too early.
I hadn't cleared out the place. I hadn't
And
checked
you
everything.
think you could have cleared out the entire place by yourself?
I wanted to make sure there was nothing that was going to harm you.
You saw these monsters in the back. You saw those monsters in that room. Trying to defeat that all to yourself. You will not even survive one round of it. You'd be dead within a second. You have no idea how that would be difficult. It was difficult as it is when we had to deal with all 4 of those monsters altogether. Especially the other creatures that we have never come across before. Gods know that what we all have in this place. There's other creatures what we never come across, and you don't even know half.
No one asked you to risk your life clearing out the entire tomb. We all have been asked to go to the tomb and sort this out. Not only you.
We all here came for a purpose, and all together with that purpose, we must stick together to defeat that certain purpose. We all have a reason for why we're here, and that means that we must. Well, I've just repeated myself here, but this is all here for together, not just for one of us.
Regan
And
stands
what?
up. Carry on. Say what you need to.
Question is, will you listen?
Lead the way and I will follow.
Listen to me now, Riordan.
Lead
If
the
I
way
find-
and I will follow. If you feel like that you can do this so much better, show me, prove it. Lead the way and I will follow.
We're not here to prove anything. We're here to fight. We're here to deal with what's one enemy of ours. We all go in together, not one at a time. Not just you by yourself. It's all of us. And I tell you now this, Riordan, and I've already said this already before. If I find out and that you've broken our promises and have gone straight ahead and everything, I'm leaving you to die. I will not help you any longer, and I will not waste any more time. Right now, you keep to that promise right now, and we all go together. Do I have your promise, Riordan?
Reardon takes his blade and slices it across my hand.
Ah,
You
don't
have my promise.
Theodas is a frown at this.
Should I do the same? He's like, I don't know if I should do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing.
I
Real-
hold my hand out for
Roman-
you.
Hmm?
I hold my hand out as well.
I did the curtain thing, and I put my hand onto his and said, break this promise, and you will go down. Only yourself will go down.
I promise you.
And when we get out of here, that you, knowing that you are alive, she kept your promise. We are making so much changes, and not only that there's be changes, you will find a way to become a hero for yourself. If you believe that you're not a hero, you're surely going to be one after this. If we get out together. Hang on, I'm just gonna do
That
this.
will remain to be seen.
You look down this corridor.
So, shall we move on?
You look down this corridor, and it is lined with images of rotting corpses. The floor is littered with tarnished coins, pieces of armor, broken shields, axe heads, and other bits of scrap metal. Who is going first?
Is there any magic down this corridor?
I'm going to detect some magic.
Because the fact that there's a lot of tarnished and rusted and scrappy things here.
I'm gonna drink a drink and wait.
You do not sense any traps.
No mechanical traps here, at least.
Is there any magic? Let me just add this again real quick.
At the far end of the corridor, over this archway,
Okay.
is a keystone in the arch adorned with an iron skull of a bull.
Let's go with a ball.
An iron bull skull. And it is biting down on a ring made of ivory. The ivory is radiating necromantic magic.
Necromantic magic. It's not good, so someone tells me they might like this. So, on the corridor, it's just spiky stuff. Like, is it just like scattering stuff? Because it looked like it's been scattered everywhere.
It's just kind of spread down the whole corridor. It looks like it could be stuff that's been here for 100 years or so.
Okay, so I'm only asking this question more like the direction of how the scatter happens. Like, is it coming from one direction to another, or is it just?
It's just a
falling on the ground?
random pattern.
Okay, because I'm thinking of like where the trap. If it was a trap,
I didn't
and
see
the
any
trap
traps.
triggered it. You said there's no traps. Okay, no
There's no
mind.
mechanical traps.
There's no mechanical traps.
And you said there was no magic in the corridor, so I don't
There's
see what there
necromancy
could be.
magic right at the end of the corridor. Yeah.
But in the corridor itself, there's no magic.
No.
That is the only thing that is radiating magic.
Okay.
Out of character, I find it odd that it's a load of rusty shit all the way down the corridor, and then there's
Yeah,
magic.
this is really strange.
But again, please guarantee that the rusty shit won't attack us mechanically.
It won't be formed together by some sort of machine and
But
thrown
it
at
could,
us.
it could maybe be revived if it's, I don't know, necromancy or something.
That
You don't see any bones or anything. It is all
it's all
Yes.
like scrap and
scrap.
metal and
I tell you what, why don't I just throw a dagger down there and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was about to ask her if we could throw a rock or something, but dagger works too.
dagger works.
Oh, sorry, a dart.
Or
Dart.
Dagger rock.
Anything that
I
is
no
throwable.
longer have an option of using, apparently.
Or just
John?
decrease the number of darts by 1,
That's fine.
because you're not specifically trying to hit a target.
You're just throwing it down.
There we go. It has
You
been reduced
fling a dart into the corridor. Make me perception checks.
Everyone? Or,
Boy.
Anybody who wants to try and see it.
Hell
yeah, I'll try.
yes,
I want to
please.
try at the very least. I'm not an advantage, am I? No, I'm not.
No.
17.
Hey.
Okay.
Despite Theodos being
15,
near the
18,
back,
17.
he sees
27!
Theodas,
I have the higher power now.
Theodas just narrows his eyes at the top of the stairs and just stares at it and, like, zooms in and Terminator vision, just like, dart.
He has the high ground.
He has the high ground. Ah!
Riordan, you fling the dart into the room, and then you kind of lose sight of it.
No.
Seraphine, Romad, Torin, and Theodas, you see the dart fly into the room, and before it even hits the ground, it starts rusting, and it just kind of shatters on the ground as just a...
Oh,
Oh dear.
fuck. Okay,
It's a corridor of rot.
Hold on.
so
So what happened?
Before
The
it even
dart-
got to the ground, it started to rust and break away, and
It might be with the necromancy magic. It might have a rustic kind of thing. It's like
it's
possibly
something
rotten.
that it
Uh,
maybe degrades anything that goes down.
I
Or maybe
would.
Is
just
there a rock
maybe it's just
there?
equipment, because obviously we just got metal and shit on the floor.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
you can find a rock.
Can
Or
I
summon.
can I try and throw the rock down the corridor to see if it does the same effect or if it's just working on metal?
Give me a dex check.
yeah, please don't throw a rock at one of us by mistake.
Yeah, that would have happened on a natural 1. You'd have pelted someone in the back of the head with a rock.
Ow!
The rock
Do this.
sails into the corridor. Tunk, 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 tunk. Lands perfectly fine.
Is this gonna be another
I
freaking
have
put
one
everything
question.
metal in the bag of
Mhm.
holding?
What is the ram stuff made out of?
The ram's head is made of bull. The ram's head...
The ram's head is made of bull.
No,
The
it's
bull's
actually-
skull is
it's
made
a
of
skull.
iron, and it is biting on an ivory ring.
Oh, it's basically it's just
No,
ring.
no.
No, the
I
Oh,
mean
the
the
staff.
staff of
the
striking.
staff.
It's made of gold.
I'm going to take the staff and throw it into the room.
You're just throwing things now.
Yeah, that's
Tunk.
good. It's pretty good. It's fun.
We're doing science.
Tink, tink,
I like
tink,
a bit
tink,
of
tink,
alchemy.
tonk, tonk.
Did that get destroyed?
Nope.
It might be because it's a magical artifact, though.
Oh,
True.
I was
Is it
hoping.
literally just iron things?
It might. I'm more concerned about if we have a living being in there, because that's what my concern
Let's
is.
see.
There's no bones or anything, which suggests it's just.
That's my other problem. It could easily be, like, if it's necromancy magic happening. My question is that it
What
might even
do you
literally
summon?
fade.
I'm gonna summon a goat.
You're gonna throw a goat into the pit?
Do you want me
Hey,
to throw
it
down
could be
hash?
could be worse.
No.
Could be rabbit.
Please don't.
So it's gonna be the goat then.
Okay.
Meh.
I kick it out there. No, that's not
Meh.
Just slap its butt and it's gonna go there.
I pretty much was. It's like,
Meh.
Shoo,
Okay.
continue. End of corridor. Come on.
Wait, maybe we can convince the goat to eat the ring.
Meh.
It
It's like
doesn't
up on the
eat iron.
keystone. It's not going to be able to
Wait.
reach that.
oh, but I've got this though.
Beast.
Meh.
Well, she seems alright.
Okay.
Is she alright? Ask her.
Are you alright, buddy? Girl.
Where am I? Meh.
In the corridor. How you feeling?
I am feeling like I'm not in a field anymore. Meh.
I'm so sorry. Blame the elf one with the blonde hair. I didn't do anything.
I'd like to tear off a strip of my macaw tapestry
Okay.
I asked the goat to bring it over
and
here.
toss it into the.
You throw it in and you just watch it unweave itself.
Oh,
So
shit.
materials.
So it's non-magical materials.
Meh.
The goat.
Shit.
I asked it to come over here to me.
Meh.
Takes flour out of flower crown and tosses it into the thing.
It's perfectly fine. It's apparently a very heavy flower, that one, but...
So organic stuff is not gonna be damaged because the rock, the flower, and the goat are still perfectly fine.
Meh.
It's
No
just
question.
Man-made.
I'd like to tear off a bit of my trousers and throw it in.
You goddamn trousers.
It
I'm just going to
disintegrates.
tear off a bit of one of the legs and throw that in.
Don't you have a shirt?
Not
You
anymore.
just have a shirt.
No,
Oh,
he,
no, never
when I
mind.
asked him, when he asked me to commission his picture, he said a shirt and we'll keep concentrating it off.
The shirt was gone a long while back. If you remember, I ended up using blindfold one of the statues.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
right.
yeah.
The bit of your trouser just...
Okay.
Okay, so
Um,
basically,
Any magical stuff which won't disappear when we throw it in.
I can't recall.
I'm more concerned it might have to be like that. Hang on a second. Can we call on the gods that we got right now?
Oh yeah.
They aren't
those
saying
are
anything
right.
about this.
Oh, why not?
So, from what you've seen,
You
any ideas?
Roman is mentally yelling at Obalaka saying, "You're so much help, aren't ya?"
You've not gone anywhere where I know anything.
Well, you're useless.
I can only help you when I know things.
You don't know anything, do ya?
Theodis will theorize. So, organic beings and magical artifacts are not damaged by it. Other non-magical items will. So I suppose everything we wear that is non-magical will be destroyed.
At this
So
point,
basically
Riordan
the
is getting
moment-
stripped and said, we might as well put everything in the bag of holding and hope for the best.
Would the bag of holding hold, though? It is a magical artifact with the things inside.
The
We have
things
no
inside go
idea.
to an alternate dimension, technically.
So they would be protected.
So, Riordan, did you just say you're standing there just...
I was stripped down completely, facing straight down the corridor, so not flashing everyone just yet, but suggesting that perhaps you should get out of your clothes, put them all into the bag of holding, and then I believe we should be alright to go.
I put in everything. I put in everything of mine that is not magical, so my armor's okay, but any clothing underneath it, I kind of try to get off.
Well,
Okay.
time to take off the armor that I just worn for a good amount of times. Well, good amount.
And my shield and anything non-magical, I'm putting in the bag.
Yeah, I'll put everything on
Seraphine
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing
is
Riordan is wearing is his hand wraps.
is your breastplate magical?
I have no clue.
It's mithril. I don't believe that technically is magic.
No, it ain't.
Is the turtle shield
The
magical?
turtle shield is magical.
Okay,
Oh,
use
I
that
don't
to cover yourself a bit.
That's what she's gonna do.
Wow.
The only thing that I can use as a way of that's magical is the Ring of Protection, Packbearer's Hedron, I realize I still got the Helmet of Telepathy, and it's probably in. I still got that. Why do I still have Blessing and Protection? Should I have got rid of that before?
I don't know.
Because I remember Iku giving it to us.
Probably then, yes.
Shall I get rid of
Iku,
it?
I miss her.
Might I just say, why are you worrying about her? It's just us here. I think it's going to paint a picture.
Armor, is back, and I've got Arcane Focus, which is basically the necklace. So I'm assuming the necklace, the headpiece, and the ring are the only thing that is magical. So unfortunately, poor old Romad here has got nothing to current with.
Well, that'll
Oh
be
yeah, he's
okay.
also gonna take off like his earring and all that because he doesn't want it destroyed.
I mean, do we want to send just a few people up there before we all just strip off and go down?
Fine.
That might be a
Because we
good
might be able to
idea.
turn it off.
I'm just gonna say, if you leave has way less to strip off than us.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Apparently,
Suggestion.
the front four of you have stripped off already.
As a suggestion, for the sake of it, anyone who is not too keen on being seen such as that, anyone who doesn't mind, we will go ahead and take a look at the situation.
Yep.
Afterwards,
agree.
we will take it along the bag of holding so that thus we can find out whether truly there is something or not. The goat has already walked up and down this corridor with no harm avail. So why don't we go ahead? Those who don't wish to do so or wish to stay clothed until they know what it is, you stay behind.
I really
And
wish you
other
told me
side of
that
things.
before I took off everything, Riordan.
Well, too late for you now, Seraphine.
Riordan is still facing down the corridor. He has an impact.
I mean, you can still get yourself dressed up, and
So if you really wish to
No,
put
no,
your
no,
clothes
no,
back
no,
on,
no,
you can.
it's fine. I may as well go. It's fine. I'll take one for the team.
But
So,
I would suggest
Seraphine,
Well,
which
I'm
way
not
is Seraphine holding the turtle shield at the moment?
front or back.
Her back is against the wall at the moment, and she's holding the turtle shield in front of her.
It's a good thing the turtle shield is quite a large shield.
As well as that, can we see that there is a doorway on the left-hand wall?
You can see that there is a corridor or stairs leading off this way.
In which case, Seraphine, I'd suggest going on the right-hand wall. There doesn't seem to be a doorway that side. Save you accidentally slipping down the stairs.
Once again, I wish you would have fucking told me this before.
In which case,
But
moving on,
And
let's
Romad
go
I'm
and
so
on.
much to the other
Limp.
side.
I will promise I will go no further forward.
Dragonbait will turn away from you all.
Thanks, Dragonbait.
Is there any way of deactivating this thing? We don't have to roll.
Well,
Actually-
once we get there, we should
Wait a
check her out. And I'll imagine.
Wait a
Pause for a
minute.
second.
Hmm?
Pause for a second. Okay, so you said
Right.
this is a turtle shell shield, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So, realistically speaking, there's holes for head and arms and
No,
legs.
it's a shield.
It's-
a shield now. It's
been hollowed
just-
Damn it.
out.
the shell with the main part taken off.
Fuck it.
You
With the
can't
heavy
wear it,
armor.
unfortunately, no.
No, you cannot become a turtle.
Turtle. I love
It
turtles.
was worth a shot. Okay. Keeps moving along past the goat.
Well, it turns out that Theodas has just gone.
Yeah, Theodos is stripped off as well as think of home.
Whispering to himself.
Think of
This is
home.
for home.
And then
This is
Ronaldo's
for-
basically just checking out the layers.
Renala is enjoying the view right now.
Yes.
Silas doesn't mind Renala enjoying the view, but if the others enjoy the view, he's gonna get mad.
Philippe and Dragonbait are looking the other way down the corridor, really excitedly at the other end.
The goat, on the
Seriously.
other hand, is really enjoying the view.
Oh,
No.
I'm just thinking of days
Right.
after the end.
The goat is still pissed off at Theodas for not being in a field at the moment.
Before we walk past the doorway, shall we take? I was going to say, shall we take a look around the corner?
You've got to peek down the stairs to make sure there's nothing fucking coming up.
We'll take a peek down the stairs.
Take a
Is
peek.
that a perception or?
Well, they're just
Sorry,
they're busy doing their own thing, and suddenly they're here.
I just feel so bad for the chickens. Because they were doing something and then they just got killed.
So Riordan, you peek round the corridor, and Torin, you look down the stairs. You see a set of stairs descending 25 feet down. It disappears into darkness that you can't see.
Can we hear anything?
Make me a perception check.
Just
Meanwhile,
Riordan or all of us?
all of you can make me perception checks, as you've all managed to
There we go.
very embarrassedly sidle up to this part of the corridor.
Torin's
Oh,
pretty
no,
much
I've
fine.
just been
Yeah,
walking.
Torin's perfectly armoured at the moment, actually.
When it comes
It's a bit
down to it,
uncomfortable.
I'm quite happily walking next door to Torin as regular pace.
Okay, so Seraphine and Romad are apparently rather embarrassed by their current situations.
No, Roman's just basically dealing with his fucking leg.
So he was just looking straight up, not looking anyone in the eye, and just focusing on moving down the hallway.
Yeah, you don't hear anything down there. Theodas and Riordan,
Mm-hmm.
you focus down and you can hear very, very, very faintly the sound of crying.
Crying.
Hmm.
I don't like what I'm hearing there.
Me neither.
No,
Theodas.
are we saying baby crying or?
Theodas.
Oh god. No.
You can hear the sound of female. You can work out from the sound that it is a female crying.
It's a witch.
Witch convert!
Okay.
Is there an ominous music with it?
There is not. It is upset, soft crying. You can barely hear it at this distance.
Is it a woman or a girl?
It is a woman.
Yep,
Woman crying
it's
down
wait.
there.
Okay. Then, before we
we-
worry about going down, shall we take a look and see what is through this next door? Carefully,
Yes,
of
please.
course.
Seraphine just stares up at the ceiling, just questioning, "Why am I at this height? Why am I at this height?"
Bless her. She's seen everyone.
That's literally why she's looking just straight up. She's just like, nope, nope, nope.
Right. We go up to the
Roman's
doorway,
asking
but don't
if he
go
wants to come
in.
here and then just go behind Torin because Torin's the one that's not fully naked. Do you want to do that, Seraphine? Because
Why? Maybe because she's your
like, I'm totally sorry that you have to see this.
Okay. So yeah, so we'll want to look in.
Okay, you look in. Hot wind tinged with the smell of burning oil blows down a 40-foot diameter vertical shaft. Stone balconies protrude from the walls at opposite sides. This is the eastern balcony. And the west balcony is about 15 feet higher up. There are two thick chains that rattle in the gulf between the two balconies. One side is ascending 200 feet straight up before disappearing into a cloudy void lit by arcs of purple lightning. The other wrapping around an enormous metal gear that is floating some 100 feet below you, and then disappearing into a second void some 100 feet further down. And it's just two swirling vortexes of clouds lit by purple lightning that arcs between them.
Lovely.
It's very enticing, and to be honest, I have a feeling I have temptation to go back and grab the ramrod and throw it straight in there. Probably not a good idea.
Is there any way that we could destroy the ring without touching it?
I'm gonna smack it with my hammer.
Roll me an attack.
Oh, Jesus Christ, why do I feel like this is going to go terribly?
If I does that hit an inanimate ring?
You hit the inanimate ring and it falls out of the mouth of the head, the bull's head, and just disintegrates.
The real question is, was that what was causing our problem?
The necromantic magic has faded.
Well, when we find out, I reach into the bag of holding.
Wait.
Tear off a
Ask
strip.
for the guys from distance to do it.
Tear off a strip of his fucking shirt from the bag of holding and tosses it into the hallway.
And it lands on the ground.
Hold on, whose shirt?
Thank
Torin's shirt.
Oh,
Shimmies back up
I'm
the
gonna
way.
tear off a bit of your shirt.
He doesn't have a shirt anymore.
Seraphine, did you leave your clothes in the bag of holding, or did you leave them at the...
She left them in the bag of holding, but she's literally just shimmying down the hallway a bit. She's like, just toss them to me!
I've got the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Toss them to me!
tell me, when I threw in the stuff of striking, where did it land?
Gives
John?
clothes. Walks back.
So where did?
The staff will be about here.
Gives
Okay.
everyone their clothes.
I pick it up, and I'll give it to Romad. I suggest you get rid of it as soon as you can.
What, the staff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I only just managed to curse it, but he tries to destroy it by snapping it, and have realized car wasn't working. Freaking hard to see it working.
Seraphine hurriedly puts shirt on, realizes it's backwards, turns it round.
After he's been dressed up and everything, he looks out here. Is there a way to get in here?
It's an open archway.
Okay, I'm gonna go in here real quick and just be gentle. Just go stand here.
Okay, so do you wait for everybody else to get dressed as well, or...?
I wait for everyone else. And I think once everyone's been dressed up, I'm gonna stand here and then I'm gonna throw... Well, is this really large, this place?
Yeah, it's a nice big corridor.
Well, I mean, in here.
Like
Can
the
I-
sharp... Yeah, you can easily throw it down.
I'm throwing it down there then.
It disappears at the bottom.
Good.
And...
Oh.
A rip forms above, in the vortex high above, and 9 cube-shaped creatures with wings fly out.
Oh, shit. You just hear Roma just says that so loudly. Of course, some shit, guys.
They are followed by a large crystal dodecahedron that holds a weird star-shaped face. Starfish-shaped creature.
I kind of want to see this in visual picture, please. Can someone send it to me?
Yes, I can.
Oh my
Bear with
God.
me a moment while I just drag
This
all...
sounds amazing.
Right. Guys, I've got to go. I'll go by tomorrow.
That is perfectly fair. I just noticed the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I got work in the morning as well.
And I will probably
I
have
will
to go for
just
supper soon. as
I will
well.
show you what has appeared, and we will come back to this next time.
Yep,
It's
it's
a
a good place to stop.
Oh,
Shit.
Darby Modrons.
They come down.
Oh, sweet
Wee woo.
son of a-
Wee
oh my
woo.
God. These are the legit wee woos.
Wee woo.
We will. I remember you.
My
guys.
favourite thing of John saying wee woo, the favourite thing.
Wee woo.
Wee woo. The way how he said
Wee
so
woo.
like.
Dude, that
blank.
just says, don't tell me we're gonna have to kill all of this.
Sean pointed out about 10 minutes ago the goat is just a massive perv. Nobody realises it. It's just really had a good time.
Just like, oh no, these naked people in front of me.
It's legit
Anyway.
the devil.
We will be back next time when you guys have to deal with the forces of Mechanis.
Hey there, muscly arm.
Wee woo. We'll be back when you guys have to deal with those.
Do you want a golden skull?
Tomorrow, Sean and I will be back with Chris and Michael as we continue Minecraft Mondays with the Sky Factory 4 server.
Craft members.
I think Michael might try and build a nuclear reactor,
Oh boy.
and this
that sounds
greatly concerns me.
So you're saying it's the final episode of Minecraft?
Yep.
Yeah. On Friday of this week, Jeff is hopefully going to be running The Expanse, which is a cool sci-fi game for sci-fi people.
Oh yeah.
I still need to
Already
make
made my character.
Yeah, I need to get it done.
You should do that thing.
Indeed.
I've already made mine and I'm ready to go.
Next Sunday, I will be back with the Storm King's Thunder crew as we continue Fizzlebangs 11, the daring entrance into a casino, and hopefully exit with information.
Maybe.
And then we'll be back in 2 weeks' time as you all manage to avoid this trap and get to fight some Mechanis forces. We'll see you guys real soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.